Okay, we're back. This is Attorney Vince Davis. I'm with Cynthia Becker, and we're taking your calls, listening to your stories, and answering your questions. Let's talk to Anne. Anne in California. Did you have a story to tell or a question to ask?
A little bit of both.
Go ahead.
Okay, so my daughter was the one that called CPS. We haven't been to a trial or jurisdiction hearing yet. My lawyer wants to subpoena my daughter, who the day before she turned 18, the judge had released her from the case so that she could do what she needs to do as an adult. I asked CPS lady to get her address before she moved because she was moving in with my oldest daughter in a different state. The CPS worker told me that yesterday that she was not able to get the address because my daughter didn't want her to have it. Okay, so I tried to contact my older daughter as well as her side of the family to try to get the address, but nobody has replied back. The lawyer, she says just do what you can to try to get the address. I even contacted my family members on my side to try to get the address, and we've had no luck so far. I know we want to subpoena her for the case, but how do we show the judge that we did everything we can to locate her?
Well, you can do what's called a due diligence, but I think I have a shortcut answer for you on this. If you want to subpoena her because she's made statements in social worker reports, you can require the social workers and the county council to produce her as a witness to be cross-examined. You make a motion to have all of her testimony in the report stricken unless the social worker produces her to be cross-examined. Did you guys do that?
Yeah, we did do that, and because they're not going to call her as a witness, they said it was our problem. No, well,
you have to your attorney has to make the motion to strike out all of her statements in the reports.
We did that.
Unless she's produced.
Oh, yeah, that's what we did. Okay. We did.
Then probably the judge will grant your motion, and, all of her statements will be taken out of the record, and then you don't have to cross-examine her.
Okay, so I'm just trying to understand this. We've already motioned the judge to strike her testimony in the DI's paperwork.
And what did the judge rule? What did the judge rule?
I wasn't there because the judge said it was just between the attorneys to talk about. I would have to get back to my attorney and find out.
Yeah, you got to email your attorney and find out what happened. Because if you guys made that motion and the judge has to rule on the motion, I believe, and has to grant it or deny it. And if it's granted, anything in the DI report or any other social worker report will be stricken from the record unless the social worker and the county council make that person available to testify.
Okay, so I could do that with anybody that's in the DI's paperwork? I wouldn't have to subpoena anybody?
Well, you make the motion and you ask that their testimony be stricken unless the social worker brings that person forward.
Okay. That's what I'll do.
But please talk to your attorney about it, okay, Ann?
Yes.
Okay, very good. It sounds like you have a decent attorney there if he or she has already made that type of motion.
Oh, yes. I've been doing a lot of my research and stuff. So she's really, I love her a lot. Like, she's an awesome attorney. So I just, I do my best to try to help her as well as she helps me. But
great.
We're both working together.
Great. Call us in a month or so. Give us an update on what happened. I want to thank you for calling and thank you for listening.